Good morning and welcome to JU-I's channel. As you can see, I'm getting ready to groom myself. I'm gonna wash my hair today. It is 50 something degrees outside. It has been cold for the past days and I was debating on washing my hair, but I'm gonna wash it because now that it's cold outside, my hair's starting to shed. So I don't know if it's because of the weather, but I know sometimes when the weather changes, your hair always changes too. So I'm not gonna wait a long period of time, like maybe 2 weeks. It's going into 2 weeks now, but I'm gonna wash it today. So as you can see, I am putting my rinse in, dye rinse. They don't last that long. This one lasts for a good while, but a dye is usually something that stays permanently, but these things, I don't care how much money you spend for them, they don't last long. This is the brand that I use. I mentioned this before in my video. Black, I like black. I'm not too keen with the browns. I tried brown before, but I don't really like my hair being brown. And my original color is black, so why do brown? Yeah, so I put some in my hair. I was putting it in and then something snapped in my head. Girl, make a video. So that's what I'm doing right now. I just finished brushing my teeth. Forget about this stuff around here. That right there it's a little bit of baking soda mixed with lemon juice. You could use lime also. And I stirred it up and I have it right here. I made a paste, I didn't just do it today. So I keep it in this little container, as you can see. Baking soda and lemon. And this is to whiten your teeth. As we all know, our teeth, well, not everyone's teeth is permanently pearly white. Some people go out there and they spend money to get them that way, but some people they born with it, and then some people, their teeth are not pearly white, like a cream color or something like that. And some people, over years, their teeth turn yellow or brown. And a lot of that comes from smoking and plaque buildup and all this different kind of stuff. Sometimes the food you eat is stain your teeth. So just brushing with the regular toothpaste isn't gonna get it. I'm gonna use that afterwards, but right now I'm letting this solution sit on my teeth. I brushed the inside and the outside, and my mouth is looking disgusting. My hair off. It's like white. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, but I try to take care of them, I don't want to lose them all. I have a couple of root canals that was done, so I got some crowns in there. Oh, here, I have to get this one done. And up here, but all the other ones are good. This one here, my tooth was, I told a story before, the tooth right here was chipped. And, a long time ago, I used to open the soda bottles with my teeth. That is not good. It ruins your teeth. And a piece of my tooth chipped off. So I had gotten a piece of gold on it, like on over here, just a piece. I didn't want my tooth covered because I don't really like that. And I went to the person. He's from Barbados, but he worked here. He apparently that was his specialty, but I never knew that gold ate your enamel away. I was told this later on from a dentist. Anyway, I had that on for years. It was cute. You know, everyone used to compliment me on it. And what I did, I'm going to sit this here so I can talk. And what I did, I had it on for years. And, you know, you couldn't take it off. It was at the edge right here. Just a little piece, not really bad. It had looked really nice. Years later, I started feeling a little slight pain in my tooth. I told the story before. Make a long story short, the gold ate all the whole enamel away. So, no, it was like here. It covered right here where the chip was, right here. So what I did, when I went to the dentist, I was telling him that I used to feel this woozing going on. But he was like, oh, it's nothing. Then I felt it again. It wasn't all the time. But then I felt it again. And when I told him about it, he said, it's probably that gold that you have in your mouth. I said, what? I said, it's real gold. It's not fake. He said, I'm putting the thing in my hair. He said, it doesn't matter. Oh. He said, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter because fake gold messes your teeth up. But he said gold eats your teeth, eats the enamel away. I never knew that until he told me that. And then it actually happened with me. So I was like, well, take it out. I was telling him to take it out. So he was like, you know, he didn't want to take it out, I guess, because he probably figured he has to get more pay for it. So he wouldn't take it out. So one day, I was home. This is in Brooklyn. And guess what? I kept messing with it. And it came off. And when it came off, I took my tweezer and I was trying to take it off because the woozing starting to really bother me. So I took the tweezer and I dug it off. And guess what? There was no tooth. There was no tooth. When you look into the cap, like I said, it was just a little piece. When you look into it, you can see the white solution in there, and it was hard. That was the enamel. It melted in the gold. And I only had like a little bit of my teeth up there, but it wasn't like hitting the nerve or nothing like that. It was just an accident waiting to happen. So I went to a different dentist and they gave me, you know, they did x-rays and all of that to make sure that the nerve wasn't affected, and it wasn't. So they made this tooth right here, this tooth. I had to tell him. He looked at the shades. He had a whole bunch of them, and he looked at the shade. He showed me the shade to pick out the one that was closer to my teeth color. So this one right here, can you tell? Can you tell? It looks real. It looks like mine. Well, it is mine. I pay for it. But yeah, my insurance. But you know, yeah, this one right here. So it's some kind of glue that they glue it in there with. So it only came out one time, not this one. I went to a different dentist. I mentioned his name before. A Jewish guy, no offense to the Jews. He was a crooked Jew because I was told his story after I started seeing him that he was locked up for fraud. You know, he was in jail for fraud. Anyway, this man had put a different tooth on here. This was before I got this one. He put this big old tooth in there. It wasn't actually the same color of my teeth, but it was close to it. But it was huge. and it would not stay in. I don't know what kind of solution he was using to keep it intact, but it kept coming out. So you know me, I'm not going to be walking around on the street or talking to people and I got a big old space in my mouth. No way. So I went to a different dentist, which was close to my house by Elton in Brooklyn. And I got this done. Nice old gentleman, Russian. He's the one who put this one in, and I had it in ever since. I never had any problem with it. It never came out, nothing, nothing. It's still there. It's intact. I'm telling you. I just don't bite on it, you know. I don't bite nothing hard on it because I don't want it to actually come out. But if it loosen up or anything, you know, I'll go to my dentist and let them put some whatever they put in there to make it stick, to stay. That's what I'll do. But I didn't have to go through none of that anymore, you know. So I'm good to go. So you see, look at it. It looks natural. You can't tell, can you? So, you know, I use the baking soda and the lemon or lime juice, and I periodically clean my teeth with it before I use my toothpaste, you know. Sometimes I use the Crest, sometimes I use Colgate, you know. I get my toothpaste on sale, you know, but that's what I do. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm doing my hair, putting this stuff in my hair. You see it's turning black. I don't have a lot of grays, but from time to time, you know, they come out. So, you know, a girl got to get herself together, you know. I'm not ready to have my head turn all white or whatever yet. When that time comes, I'll embrace it. But for right now, I don't have to. Because, whoops, because it's good. Look at that. Look at that. I'm getting my towels coming off. Oh my God, I hate this. Let me fix it. Because I cannot show you guys Africa or South America or wherever. So let me go fix this. I'll be back. Oh boy. Okay, I'm back. And I'm now, I have a pin in here. I'm going to pin it because I don't want it to come off. And by the way, I'm listening to Miss Janet Jackson this time. You know, I love her music. Yeah, I'm gonna pin it because I don't want it to come off. See, I have a bag full of pins, small, medium, large, silver, and some is gold. Girl, don't play. You know, you have to keep stuff like that in your house. And you see, this right here is where I put my needles in because sometimes I'm not a seamstress. I told y'all the story about that before. I used to try. I was taking it up in class at Clara Barton when I was going through my exploratory years. What is it? Cosmetology, right, correction. So, you know, I was taking that up and I put the material on the machine, and you know how you hold it down, put the clamp down and you press the thing on the bottom for the needle to just go up and down and sew the material. I tried doing that and the needle stuck me in my finger. It didn't go all the way through, but it went through. It was just a little blood, but it wasn't that bad. And, you know, I went to the nurse and stuff like that. It was fixed, but that scared me so much that I never even wanted to learn how to sew again. I didn't want to be bothered with that. But from time to time, you know, like sometimes you get, oh, I put my towel on the wrong side. Don't pay no attention to that. Anyway, you know, from time to time, you know, I know how to hem pants. You know, your pants, if it's too long, instead of going to the seamstress to get it done, pay money, you know, I know how to do that. You know, like if your socks get like a hole in it or whatever, you don't need to run out and buy new socks. Just take your needle and thread and patch it up. I know how to do all of that. I'm not 100% like sewing clothes and all of that. My mother, she had that gift. My sister, she had that gift. My sister that's unalive, she had that gift. And the other one that's unalive, they had that gift. But me, that wasn't, it was a part of my gift. But it's okay, I'm good. I have other gifts. Everybody is made different. So yeah. So let me continue to put this stuff in my hair because it's starting to get black. And, I'm going over to my granddaughter's house today. I have to go back over and do my granny duty. So I'm going back over there. I went to the pantry yesterday. I got that over with. And I got a lot of goodies, so I'm taking some of the stuff over there, some stuff, because I'm not going to be here. So what's the purpose of keeping it? And, I got a lot of tea with lemon. I took like 4 bottles. And believe it or not, they had a lot of stuff left over. And like I said, because it was cold, a lot of people didn't show up. But in the ending, there was a lot of waters, So we try to give out as much stuff as we could because there was a lot of stuff left over. So, and there weren't a lot of cars either. Some, but not a lot. But they had a lot of sweets, cakes, and all of that. They had a lot of avocados, so, we was giving out a whole lot. Like, for one person, we'll give like 8 to 10. And we still had a lot of avocados left over. So, in the end, we was giving people boxes to take home. And the bananas, they had a lot, but not a lot. But they had a lot of potatoes, the big bag of potatoes with the red skin. They had a lot of those. They had a few onions, not a whole lot. I got me one. They had some tomatoes, but I'm trying to chill out with the tomatoes. I don't want my thyroid to be acting up. I suffer with hyperactive thyroidism, but it's in remission. It's been in remission now for the past 3 going into 4 years, so I don't want to mess with tomatoes. I don't want nothing to trigger it, I'm doing very good without that. I'm not in no medication, so I don't want to go back there. It's not a nice feeling that your body goes through. So I'm good. And yeah, the funniest thing, I spent all this time trying to get through to this agency for this marathon job, not realizing that I could have called the agency that I worked with last year and I would have been in. So here I was with all this waiting and running around for people to be calling me or whatever. Come to find out that other agency that wasted my time, their list is filled. They said if anyone call out, they would call me for Sunday. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not stressing myself. But Lil Vanessa, she got in. Anyway, she told me last night, well, yesterday evening, to call Randstad. That's the agency that I worked with last time. So I'm already listed with them. I went through the background check, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I wasn't even thinking. I just jumped on the wagon when she called and said this other agency was doing the marathon. So with the other agency, it's like it is starting all over. I have to get the call. They have to interview me on the phone. And then they have to send me an email for me to fill out the information, with my bank information. That way I could get paid. But you got to get a background check done first. So that's where the call comes in. I already did that with the other agency, but I wasn't paying attention I wasn't even thinking about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have wasted all this time because they started doing this from in December. Lil Vanessa, she didn't think about it either, but it's not for her to think of. It's for me. But she went with another agency, but they was giving her the runaround, and finally she got in. But for some reason, the lady put my name in, but it wasn't in a computer. So yesterday, while I was at the pantry, I called the other number from that agency, and that's when I got in touch with this lady. She was on a plane. She was waiting to catch a plane. She was at the airport, but I kind of got through with her. She took my information. She told me to text it to her, so I did all of that. Then she got in contact with, she's one of the bosses, so while she was away, there's somebody else there. So she gave my information, not just my information, my granddaughter, her friend. We added her to the list too, and Jerry. So to make a long story short, they shit is already filled up. Excuse me for cursing. If somebody drops out, they'll call me. I don't know how they're gonna call me because they can't do no background check, and that, you know, it's too late to do background check. So that's a big zero. I'm not worrying about it. I was kind of pissed off, but I'm not pissed off anymore. You know, I'm all right. Like I said, I get mad for 1 minute and then I'm good. Life goes on. So yesterday evening, Lil Vanessa, she texted me and she said, why don't I call Ronstadt? You work with them already. So that's what I did. This morning, I called Randstad. I left several messages. And then someone got back to me real quick. Not like the other agency. They got back to me. But the lady said her list is already filled. But if anybody drop out, she'll call me. So they have 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The other agency was just Saturday and Sunday. So she told me if anybody drop out, I'll be able to do the 3 days or whatever. So I appreciate that. I told her thank you very much. I mentioned my daughter, my granddaughter, and her friends' information. She said since they are new, they would have to go online because their stuff is digital. Go online and fill out the application. So I gave that information to my granddaughter. So next time, you know, because she said they always have different kind of events throughout the year. So that way my granddaughter, her friend, and her husband wants to do it too. So, you know, at least when they sign up, they'll get through. And whenever they have an event, they'll call them and ask them if they want to work. So that would be good. So I told my granddaughter to do it. Make sure she do it. Now, the place is close to my granddaughter's house. So if it's closer than here, if they happen to call me, because you know my ears is going to be on my phone. If they call me, then I can put my clothes on and just go. It's not no special way you have to go. You can wear jeans, you can wear your sweats or whatever. But you have to wear, you know, some kind of tennis shoe, or like it's cold, you can wear your boots, but no high heels or no slippers or nothing like that. And they're going to give you a t-shirt. Last time they didn't give out t-shirts, but this time they're going to give out t-shirts because it's a lot of people that be there working for this marathon. And you know, they have buses. They have lots of buses because different agencies be working for this marathon. So their people be dressed in different color. We all wear different color t-shirts. And each agency has a bus. So once we go to the place that we're supposed to go and, you know, we get our assignment, they'll call you out and you go on the bus. Each bus goes to different places. One goes by Epcot Center. Epcot Center is the last of the race. That's where they end up when they finish the race. But they have other sites where the buses, where they drop the people off. Epcot, Disney, you name it. They drop off all over the place. It's like 17 to 20 stops. And the buses be packed, as I said. So it'd be a lot of people. Because when people hear about these events and the kind of money that they're paying, and Randstad is paying $26. That other agency was $25. So, you know, the money is great. So people jump on the opportunity. I wasn't thinking. I didn't even know that this event was coming up. Vanessa is who told me. And she told me about the agency that she signed up with. So she gave me the lady's number and I called, and that's how I got in connect. Not remembering that I worked with one of the agencies already. I could have just called them and I would have been in. But it's all good because, you know, I have the information in my phone. So I already called and I left a message for them to put me on the list for February, because it's one in February. And I will keep in contact with them that way, because I don't have to do no background check or none of that. I'm already in. So I'm going to stay on that so I can make my money for February. Even if I don't get to go for this month, it's all right. I'll do February. And whenever they have more events, because she said they have events throughout the year. So since I'm already registered with that agency, I'm going to stick with that agency. I'm going to do that. So I'm good to go. And I'm trying to hook my granddaughter and her friend up too, and her friend husband. You know, they have their little jobs outside, but that's extra money in their pocket. So why not? And my granddaughter, she's a go-getter. She loves to work. Just like me, her mother, her dad, you know. So, bingo. So, you know, no sweat off the back, you know. She was real excited, but then she felt a little, you know. But I told her, oh, don't worry about it. You be all right, girl. Don't worry about it. Just fill out the application and you'll be on the go. So now she's going to register with Randstad. That way, she'll be good to go. So I told her, you just stick your ears to your phone, check your emails, because somebody will call you and they will interview you on the phone. It's just simple questions. Want to know if you're legal to work in the United States. If you got driver's license, they take the number, you know, to make sure that you are who you say you are. You're legit to work at Disney, because Disney, that's all the requirements you need to have. They don't just hire you like that. So once they do the background check, it's just on the phone, and then they'll send you, and it doesn't take a day. They'll talk to you right now, and then they would, in maybe 10 minutes, they will email you the form that you fill out for the W-2 and put your bank information. So when you do when they cut their check, they can send it to your account. And it goes in there. It's not no scam or nothing like that. This is legit. I did it already. So yeah, that's how, you know. So, you know, we be good to go. Nothing to worry about. It's all good, you know. Just we'll be missing out on that $400. But like the lady said, if somebody drop out, she'll call me. So, you know, I'll just keep my fingers crossed. So I'm going to go over to my granddaughter's house. You know, she's going to pick me up later. I told her she didn't have to rush. And my bag is already packed. And I'll just go over there and I'll see Mr. Hustle. You know what I'm saying? He's going to go buck wild singing me because, you know, he goes crazy when he see me. And then, you know, Paige, she's at school, you know. So they've been home by themselves for the past days, because I have some things to do over here. But I'm going, you know, my daughter already said, Mom, when you going back, you know. So, you know, I told her I was going to go after Sunday, because they were saying we was going to be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But no, it wasn't like that. It's not like that. And everything changed, you know. Change, that's how life is. Something always changes. Nothing always happens at the same time. Sometimes they're ups and then sometimes they're down. But you can't get angry and just say, F it. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on. Just take it with a smile and keep on moving. That's right. As you can see how black my hair is? It's nice and black. And no, this is not going to stay around the edges because, you know, when I wash it, some comes off And if y'all didn't know, you can use peroxide to take, you take a cotton ball. I keep them right here. You take a cotton ball and you just wipe around the edges right here, and it takes that off, you know. Yeah, and I learned that along the way too. So I just have a little bit left. Yeah. And I'm gonna wear my hat today again, like I did yesterday, especially today, because my hair is gonna be damp when it's time to go outside, and I don't want to get sick. So I will be wearing my hat, not my cap, my hat. I brought it from New York with me. You know, my winter hat. I love it. It's like a Scully. That's what we call them. I love it. So, you know, I'll put that on and I'm ready to go. You can see my whole head is black. Everything is black, you see. It's black. It was just a little white in here, but it's not a lot. And I'm quite sure someone's in the back. But I got it covered. Let's hope it, well, it do last. This one lasts for quite a bit. So you see, I don't be spending a lot of money on these colors. I only spend like, it's $2.99. Well, they sell it in a Dollar Tree. So one is $1.50. I don't see this anywhere else, so I usually get from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree by me never have it. I went over there to get me some more because I usually get like 10 boxes at a time and keep them in my house. But they didn't have any, they never do. And I didn't feel like going all the way close to the mall to get them because they have them, they usually have them over there at that Dollar Tree. That Dollar Tree is huge. It is very big, much bigger than the one by me. The one by me is big, but that one is bigger. And they have everything in there. But I didn't feel like going all the way over there. Plus, it was raining, and I didn't even think about it that day when Jerry said, "Is there anywhere else you want to go?" I wasn't thinking about that. So, I think I have another one at my daughter's house. I kept it over there, but I don't need that one right now. So I'm using this one. This is the last one that I have here, so I'm using it. And I'm just gonna let this, I'm gonna cut this open and take out the remainder of it and put it in. You know, I don't like to waste nothing. I use everything. The little draining, I make sure I use up everything. I don't like to waste. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. And guess what? I was watching this YouTuber last night, and I think he's a millionaire, something like that. He lives here in Florida. I don't remember exactly where he lives, but you know, he has his own home, you know, big home. I never seen the front of it, but he's always doing his videos in the back where the swimming pool is, you know, and it has like a screen, you know, so people can't just come in and go in his pool and stuff like that. And he's on he has the golf course is right in the back. So, you know, it's expensive over there. He said it too. And where he lives, it's a lot of Caucasians with money that lives over there. No offense to the Caucasians. But he said, I saw him before in another video, a black guy, and he said, you know, about the weird things that be going on over there in his area because of his skin color. A lot of them, you know, they be pretending, they try to be nosy and be asking all these kind of questions, or coming close by his house looking and stuff like that. And he gets very annoyed, but he try not to cause no kind of scene because he don't want to cause no problems. But he was like saying, they wondering what is he doing living there. He can't be making that kind of money to be living over here. You know what I'm saying? But they just don't know, just because you're black, not everybody is poor. A lot of blacks has money. They work they asses off, and they save their money. He have good jobs and all of that. He's retired now. He doesn't even look old. He looks great. And these people, some of the neighbors, they, like in a lot of areas, a lot of Caucasians do not want blacks in the area or Spanish in the area. So, no offense to the Caucasians, but this is reality. This really happens. So they tried every and anything to get this person out from the area. They would burn their house down. They would do this. They would do that. And this is actually true. This happens. This happens. In case y'all don't know that, it does happen. In certain neighborhoods, I remember in New York, there's an area where they have a lot of Italians, you know what I'm saying? It's over there by King's Plaza. I forgot what the area is called. But I remember this young man, a black guy, he was a student. He had a friend that lived over there, a girl. And he used to go visit her, and the other friends. And he went over there, and if my memory is not wrong, this young man was beaten to death. He was beaten to death when he went to visit his friend. He never made it back home. They killed him. A group of those people over there, they were Italians. They didn't want no blacks over there or nothing like that. And he was a college boy. When you go to college, you meet different nationalities and you become friends and stuff like that. But he, I guess, didn't think nothing like that would happen. Because me, I'm a person, I would go into any neighborhood. But you have to be careful going into these neighborhoods because there's a lot of prejudice out there. And if people see, I'm not saying everybody is that way, but a lot of people is that way. And they don't want to see no black or Spanish person walking through their neighborhood or going into the store or whatever. You watch it on TV every day. Well, this stuff actually happens in real life. For those of you that don't believe it, it does. They will follow you around in the store. They come outside and they watching to see what you're doing and all of that. They will even call the police. And sometimes the police is hooked up with these people because they don't want a black person in the area. This is not just in the South, people. This happened up in the North, the East, the West. This happens all over the daggone United States. I'm quite sure it happens in other countries and different places. You know what I'm saying? I am quite sure. So getting back to this man, that particular video, he was talking about that. So, after they saw him and he didn't really pay much attention to them, he went back into his house. They just went on about their business. But believe you me, he knows they're still watching him because they're still trying to figure out how or why he's living over here. It's mansions over here. These houses cost lots of money. He can't afford this kind of money to buy a house. They don't know his business. They just want to know his business. It's not really about knowing his business. They don't want his butt living there because he's black. That's what that is about. But he said he's not moving. He's not letting them run him out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him, but he just is safeguarding himself because some of those people are wicked as hell. They will set your house on fire. They will cause break-in and stuff like that. They will do all sorts of stuff. Dead serious. They will even kill you. So, he know what time it is. He's not stupid. They don't know who he is. Anyway, his video last night was about telling black people, I think it was 5 things to stop doing. One is taking the little money you have and buying name brand products like shoes, sneakers, clothing, bags, all that kind of stuff. Stop spending your money buying all of this stuff. It is a waste. You are putting money in other people's pockets. You don't have that kind of money. Why do you always go out there spending all the money you have on all these name brand products? You need to be saving your money. Save your money. Another one is taking all these trips, these vacations every year, going on cruises, visiting the islands. He even mentioned, he said Jamaica, Aruba, you know, all this kind of stuff. Black people especially, they spend all this money that they don't have to take all of these trips and everything. They staying in a hotel, and a lot of them are doing it to show off on their family or their friends, you know, this kind of stuff, or to let their co-workers think that they have it like that when they really don't. They need to be holding on to their money, saving it, building it up for the future, you know what I'm saying? Like to get a house or something like that, you know, something that's going to be beneficial to them. Stop wasting the little money you have. White people, the rich people, they save their money. And, you know, he was saying, you know, America is built by the rich. It is built for the rich. You have to save your money. Even if there's 3 or 4 black rich people in America, the majority is Caucasian. You cannot outbeat them. You know what I'm saying? The majority of rich folks are Caucasians. So the little money that you have, you need to save your money. You need to hold on to your money and save it. Stop spending it carelessly. Stop trying to impress people. That's what a lot of blacks do. They try to impress. And it's a whole bunch of BS because they don't have it like that. Another one is try to get into real estate, you know, that kind of stuff he was saying. And with the real estate, stop going out there trying to buy these big houses, Get a small house. Get a small house. It's wiser to get a small house. The less money you spend with the small house. But you just want to go out there, I'm talking about blacks, and buy these big, humongous houses. And here you are, you have more debt because you don't have the funds to maintain this house. So the bank comes in and take it back from you. You know what? Stop spending like that. I don't know how many I got to. I said 5. And then there's other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and there was another YouTuber. She is rich too, a black lady. She wasn't always that way. She built herself up from real estate. She wrote books. She do different things, but she advertised her books. Her books are free to the public. You just have to pay for postage. She don't sell anything to you. She advertises it on her YouTube channel, and you can get the books for free or whatever. She also does real estate classes and all that stuff online. You can apply for all of that. Anyway, I don't remember her name right now, but she's Noelle something. I can't remember her name. She's beautiful, black queen. Anyway, she was also talking about, you know, going to a lot of blacks, when they go into the grocery store, they try to buy all the name brand items. You know what I'm saying? She said the items that's not name brand, it's the same crap. The same crap, just that it have a different name. Be frugal. Pick up those no name brands instead of wasting all this money buying the name brand food stuff. It's the same thing. If you read it, it has the same products in it. Just that the companies that have the high name, their stuff costs more. So be frugal and buy the non-name brand. You get what I'm saying? Be frugal. I always use that word in my videos. Be frugal. And I learned that from a professor when I was going to college at College of New Rochelle. The main campus is in New Rochelle itself, upstate New York. But they had different branches. So mine was in Brooklyn, Fulton Street, And I learned he was Guyanese. And I didn't know what the hell frugal meant. He explained it to us. That's the first person I ever heard that word from, as old as I was. And he explained it to us. I went home and I actually looked the word up. We didn't have the cell phones and stuff like that, I looked it up in a dictionary. I still look in the dictionary. A lot of people don't use the dictionary, but I do. And I read up on what frugal was about. And because when he was first telling us about it, I kept saying, this damn man is so cheap. This is what he was saying in class. Why do people get up in the morning and go outside and spend money to buy a cup of coffee or chocolate, anything like that? Why would you do that? When you have the stuff in your house, you can get up, put the pot or the kettle on the stove, boil the water, and make your coffee, your hot chocolate, whatever hot that you want to drink. And you are not spending money. You paid for this product. You have it in your house. So why don't you just use it? And I was like, this man is so cheap. But to be honest with you, he isn't cheap. He's very wise. He's very wise. Not that I used to do that, because I'm not into buying coffee and tea on the street and all that BS. But a lot of people do that because they're lazy. They don't want to get up and boil the water. They rather go to the store and have it made and pay the money for it. And it all makes sense. Why spend money doing that? The products that you have in your house, you already spent money to buy it. So you got it sitting in your house for what? Just to sit there? In the meantime, you're going to get up and go out and purchase this product, drink it, and then come back home. And then the next time you want to get some more coffee, you go right back and spend some more money. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It's foolish. So people, start being frugal. Stop doing those foolish things. Stop spending and wasting your money. Seriously. Then another thing the man was saying, he mentioned about going out there buying a whole lot of different stuff. I call it red eye. You don't need it. You already have stuff in your house, but you still running out there to the stores and you picking up this and picking up that and this and that to bring home. Now you have more clutter in your house. Why do all of that? Why do that? Stop wasting money. You're wasting money. Save that money. Put that money in your account, in your bank account. Save it. Stop buying all this unnecessary stuff. This is what he was saying. And it's true. It's so true. I only buy stuff when I need it. I buy stuff that I need. I don't go out there. I love to shop, but I don't go out there spending money like crazy. I'm telling you. I see a lot of people that do that, even on YouTube. And they don't need it. But they be making their little videos. They get in they views and stuff like that. So if they want to spend their money up like that, that's undone. But me, I'm not doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do stuff like that. Start saving your money. This is what he was saying, and that lady. And it does make sense. Some people rather fall behind in rent. They would take their money and go shopping instead of paying their rent. Having a roof over your head is better than not having a roof over your head. I'm serious. You become homeless. You don't have no place to stay. Stop spending your money. Stop spending your rent money, your bills money on stuff that you don't need. For real. For real. Start being frugal. I don't care how many of y'all say I'm talking foolishness or I'm cheap or whatever. I've been hearing that cheap word for the longest, because even my own family, my own mother used to say I was cheap. And not cheap as in giving away. She wasn't talking about that, because I am always giving. I'm always giving. I give more than I take. She was talking about buying items, shopping for stuff. She always say I was cheap. I would look for a good brand, but I'm not going to be spending a lot of money for it, because I shop around. Some of the stuff you see in one store, you could go to another store and find it for less, or you'll see it for more. So I always look for the less. It doesn't have to be name brand. I'm not crazy about name brands or whatever, but I make sure it's a good product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like wearing fake leather. That's in style. It has been in style. I don't really care for fake leather. I have to have my stuff genuine leather. If it's not genuine leather, I don't want it. I'm not going to buy it. And you can find genuine leather products for a lot less than some of the fake leathers that people are buying, because they have the fake leathers. They cost just as much as some of that genuine leather out there. And it's called pleather. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting y'all money on the stuff that they're advertising and this and that. These people are the ones that's getting richer. You are getting poorer. And that's the catch. The manufacturers out there, they know the people is going to buy it, especially blacks and browns. They know they're going to buy it. So, they make all these products and stuff like that, and they put it out there. And who goes out there and spend their money buying it? Yep, for real. They might not have food in the house. A lot of them don't have food in their house. But they sure will be walking around, prancing around in Prada, Balenciaga, Gucci, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The wigs. You see how much wigs cost? Wigs cost like rent money. People be spending that kind of money to get a wig. Could you imagine paying for a wig $500, $400, $300, $200, even a freaking $100, even $50? I wouldn't be buying no damn wig costing that kind of money, not even $25. I'm dead serious. People be spending $500, $600, $700, $800 going up for a freaking wig. The hair is not yours. It's yours because you're buying it now. But these people are buck wild crazy. Crazy. They want to look good, so they'll spend their money buying all of this, the wigs, the makeup. A lot of them, they pack their faces down with all this makeup. And a lot of them, you know how they look? You see how Little Richie Any of y'all remember Little Richie? He's unalive now, God rest his soul. A lot of you look like how he looked. Like mannequins. Not even like mannequins. You ever seen a dead person when, cause some of them don't prepare the body well. And some of the unalive, they put so much makeup on them that their face just looks so unreal. Y'all ever been to a funeral and see that? See the dead person, how they do them? Some fix them up very well. They look so natural and stuff like that. But some of them, like my daughter's grandmother, she was always a beautiful lady. But when she passed away, you should have seen the stages, what she went through, how she was looking. My daughter said it's a name for that. She had looked like a zombie, like one of those zombies. I saw the tape. She had looked like that. You couldn't recognize her. She did not look like the person that she used to be. When she went to the funeral home, the person that took care of her, put on her makeup and did her hair, she had looked just like herself. It was unbelievable. It was unreal. She had looked just like herself. Just that she had lost a lot of weight because she was a big woman. But, you know, she had a stroke. She was bedbound. So, you know, she had lost a lot of weight. But her face, she was like so beautiful again, like how she used to look. Now I have he's not really my uncle, cousin, you know, my abuser's father. When he passed away, we used to call him uncle. He was my mother's cousin. When he passed away, the way the person did his makeup, he didn't look like himself. No, he didn't. That stuff was just paste on his face. Well, that's how a lot of you look that put all this makeup on your face with the wig. That's how a lot of you look. That's how Little Richie, that's how he looked in real life, because he used to he was a beautiful man, but when he made himself up, that's how he looked, like a freaking zombie. He probably thought he was looking good. Maybe nobody told him about it. If I knew him and I was around him, I would have told him, you need to take that shit off. You look better the way you are. But that was how he made his money. So, you know, he portrayed that role. Well, that's how a lot of you look, male and female, that put all this makeup crap on your faces and the wigs and all of that. That's how a lot of you look. Some of you look nice, but a lot of you don't. Because you put too much of it on. Too much. Some of you need it. Because some of y'all faces don't look too good, you know. It has all kind of cracks or different kind of stuff in it. Or big bumps and all of that. Some of you need it. But some of you, you have all this nice, pretty skin. Don't pack your skin with all of that stuff. It's not good for you. And then some of you sleep with it on. Just like some people sleep with their contacts in their eyes. That stuff messes up your eyes. I knew of people that they told me they sleep with their contacts in. And then they have problems with their eyes. They don't even wear the contacts no more. These things are not made for you to sleep in, people. You just put it on for the time. And then when you go, you know, later on in the night or whatever, you ready to go to bed, you clean it off your face. You take them contacts out your eyes or however y'all do it. And you good to go. And then some people, they have to wear makeup every day. Some people wear makeup every freaking day. I know this lady. She was kind of heavy, but she looked nice. But she used to wear a lot of makeup. She looked like Little Richie herself. She wasn't a pretty woman, but she I guess she felt to make herself look more beautiful, she had to wear makeup. So she wears makeup every day. She plastered this stuff on her face. And believe it or not, these people take hours putting that stuff on. I know a couple of people that they wake up like 5 in the morning to put this stuff on their face. And one of them, she don't really need it. She looks like Oprah Winfrey. She don't really need it, but she gets up early in the morning. I seen this. And she would put that shit on her face. She looks nice with it, but to me, she looks better without it because she's not an ugly woman. She's beautiful. She looks like Fantasia. She looks like Oprah because Fantasia looks like Oprah. Just that Fantasia is younger. And this woman, she is like in her late 40s, probably going into her 50s, but she's young. Heavy set, but sometimes she gets slim. I think she gets heavy set. I think she gets big when she is stressed, or the other way around. I don't know how it goes, but sometimes she gets real thin, and then another time she blows up. But she don't really need this damn makeup. I've seen her without the makeup, and she looks good. But I guess people's minds, when they look in the mirror, they don't see what they want to see. So, they put the makeup on because they figure the makeup make them look better. To each their own. But a lot of these people, they look like freaking, not even mannequins, because mannequins look cute to me. They look like people from Dawn of the Dead. That's how they look. Like zombies with all this paint, all this stuff on their face. It's ridiculous. And people spend a lot of money to do this. Some of those artists don't even put it on right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, they love buying them fake eyelashes. They have some that's really thick. Then they have some that's short. And a lot of these people, they swear they look so good with these things. Some of them start getting problems with their eyes and all of that. They will spend money to buy all of this stuff. And a lot of them don't even need it. A lot of them don't even need to wear wigs. A lot of them have hair. But like they say, they're lazy. They don't like doing their hair, so they throw the wig on their head. Some people, they put the wigs on because, like YouTubers, that's how they make their money. They make money from these wigs or whatever from the company. So they do that. Okay, it's fine. You're doing it for your job. But to actually wear that every day, putting that on, sometimes they're not even going anywhere. And they put all this stuff on. And then when they actually going out, they don't look like shit because they're wearing it like that every day. You know what I'm saying? So people, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stop wasting money buying all this unnecessary stuff. Try to take care of your skin. Try to take care of your hair. You don't need all of that stuff to be beautiful. You have to be beautiful in here first. Then you'll be beautiful on the outside. Start loving yourself. You have to love yourself first. Once you love yourself, you don't need all of that extra crap. Beauty is inside. Beauty can be outside too. But let in here be beautiful first. Because some people, they are beautiful outside. And in here, they're ugly. Ugly. They have so much darkness inside that it starts to show on the outside. Seriously. No matter how pretty their face is, they have a lot of darkness inside. Evil. And it starts to show out here. So I'm going to end my video right now. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And have a great day. Yep. Love you guys. Thank you, all my subscribers. Peace out.